Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining me today. So today guys, we're doing 3 days free looks with the Making Mauves. I'm not too sure whether it's going to be 2 days or 3 days, and I'll show you why now. So beautiful packaging, isn't it? But if you look, let's take the plastic out. If you look at the shimmers here, now you've got like kind of 2 deeper shades here. So that one's called Alum Mode. I think we're going to be using that today. And then the Super Shock is called Mauve on top. But this one is really light. I think it's going to be a good inner corner highlight. That one's called, what is it called? Coastal. I don't know if I pronounced that right. So I might only be doing 2 days. Let's figure out what that looks like in the inner corner. It might be too deep, so we might be able to do the 3 days free looks. I mean, I did some swatches of them earlier. They're not the most pigmented. I'm hoping I can get them more pigmented than that. Okay. Right, let's see what's in here. I think first I'm going to go in with R&R as a transition shade, the lightest one. Might go in with this brush. Right, I finally found my colour switch. It's actually amazing what you can find when you tidy up. So we're going to go into R&R. This shade might be a good shade for an all over base shade. I'm just going to put it into the crease and see. No, it's not. It's too dark for that. Actually, it's blending in quite nice. So yeah, we'll put R&R all over the lids. And that will help with the other shades. Okay, so that's gone on well. It's just a little bit deeper than a cream ivory shade. Now then, I think I want to go in with this Cargo Magic brush for the crease. And then we're going to go in with Solitaire, second lightest. Right, so I've just looked when I put the Shop My Stash up, and it's saying I only put it up 3 days ago, and I've actually done 4 days worth of looks. I think it took me longer to get the Shop My Stash up. So if we're only doing 2 days, 2 looks with this palette, I'm not too sure yet, then there's going to be 1 day to do something else with, which I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. I do have a couple of Huda palettes in the drawers as well, so I might just do a look with that. So yesterday guys, it won't be yesterday as you see this video will probably be a couple of weeks of going up. So yesterday I did a shout out Sunday for 5 beauty creators you should be following, and I think I'm definitely going to do that more often. I think maybe it might get to once a month. I'm going to try once every 2 weeks. And just basically tell you more about the creators that I love to watch. So yeah, I really do feel like that's a really good video. It's kind of like giving back in a sense, and telling you what I think of the creators and what kind of content that they do on their channels. I've been kind of wanting to do that video for a while now, and I just haven't got round to it. I think that's actually lighter. The other shade, I'm just testing them out. Yeah, this shade here, Big Mauves, I don't think it would show up if I put it on. So we're going to go into the next shade, which I think is going to show up, which is called Big Fig, that one down there. So now I'm going to go in with my Sigma pencil brush, and we're going to go into Big Fig. And I might also go into Marquee, which is the deepest mauve tone shade in the palette. So you look at these mauve tone palettes I have in my collection. I've got quite a few now. and I think to myself, do I need the retro? Do I need Natasha Denona retro? Yeah, I definitely need to go in with Marquee as well as Big Fig because it's not showing up. I don't know if I need it, guys, and if I don't need it, I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to put Marquee in the crease here. I mean, obviously the only difference is the formula of the Natasha Denona palette, because her formula is absolutely amazing, isn't it? I think I want to blend that out a bit. And I think I'm going to go in with R&R to blend it out as well. Just get rid of the harsh edges, because there is a few harsh edges. So who's got this palette and what do you think about it? I know I ask this a lot, but I'm just wondering what you think of it. I'm going to take the tape off now. Blend that out a bit. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my ring finger into A La Mode, this one here. Now this is definitely the deepest one in the palette, and it's got glitters in it, so that's a shade there. It's not that pigmented, guys. I do like the glitters in it. In the sunlight they'll change all different shades. If you don't like a lot of pigment, I mean, I'm not going to say it's not pigmented, it's just not to my standards, shall we say. But we'll spritz the brush anyway. Or shall we do glitter glue? Let's get some use out of this. Right, and try again. It's about the same. I just think no matter what you're going to do, you won't get it any more pigmented than this. And it is pretty pigmented compared to the other shades. Let's try something else. Just going to put a bit of setting spray on. I mean, if you're in a rush, you don't do all these steps, you just work with it as it is. Yeah, it's definitely getting a little bit more foiled, but not a lot. Okay, so we'll leave it there then. And we're going to do the inner corner now. And for the inner corner, like I said earlier, we're going to use this. Oh, it's called Bi-Coastal. I don't know what I thought I saw before, but we're going to use this in the inner corners and see if it's too dark. I'll also use this individually. It's not too dark. We will try it on a separate day by itself and we'll see what it looks like. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow, but it does make a really nice inner corner highlight. Right, so now I'm going to go in with Marquee, this deeper shade that we used. So already I've practically used all the shades in this palette. Okay then. So yeah, I'm really liking the way it's looking. I wish that lid shade would have been a little bit more pigmented, but it's not, so let's just get over that. I'm going to go in with my Essence mascara now. It's just the False Lashes one. Yeah, this eyeshadow's got like, I'd say pink and gold glitters running through it. It's really pretty. I'm just going to pop a little bit more of that eyeshadow on because there's some mascara on the lid. Right, so in the palette I'm going to run through what I haven't used. That'll be the easiest bet because I've used quite a bit. So we didn't use Big Mauves, that one there, so we'll probably use that tomorrow. We didn't use Mauve on Top, that's the Super Shock of the palette. And I didn't use Tongue Tied, that one down there. So I've only got 4 eyeshadows including the Bi-Coastal shade there to use, and I've got 2 more days yet, so we're probably going to have to repeat some of the mattes. I do really like it. Like I said, I wish that Ala Mauve, is it Ala Mauve? Yeah. No, Ala Mode. I wish that Ala Mode shade could be built up a little bit and got a little bit more pigmented, but it can't. This is about as much pigmentation as you're going to get out of it, but I do like it nonetheless. I'm also going to pop this lipstick on, so it's the NYX Lingerie in the shade, what shade are you? Oh, it's in the shade Exotic. I should remember that because it is actually my favourite NYX lipstick. So let's pop some on. Right guys, so I am impressed with the palette. I do like the way this look is looking. So this is the overall finished look. I think this look is going to be my favourite because the eyeshadow I used today is kind of the deepest that you're going to get it. So I think look number 1 will be my favourite, but who knows, we've got 2 more looks to do yet. So guys, we're going to leave this video here. Hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know which look you like the best, 1, 2 or 3. I love reading your comments down below and you letting me know which look you preferred. So I'll see you tomorrow for day 2, look 2. So today we are going to be doing the second day with the Making Mauves. Now I'm still unsure whether I'm doing 2 days or 3 days. It depends how this one works out. So that one is Bi-Coastal, and it looks, I mean, I thought it was lighter. It might be alright then, but I'm going to be using that as the shimmer all over the lid today. If it's too light, we're also going to be using Mauve on Top. Now if we use Mauve on Top, then I'm not going to be using this palette for a 3rd day because I've practically used all the mattes anyway. So the only mattes that I've got to use are Solitaire, that one there, and Tongue Tied, that one there, and then I've used all the other mattes, so it's pointless keeping it in for an extra day. But we're just going to see how it all pans out today. Right, so I'm going to use this one and we're going to put R&R all over the lid. Okay, Then we're going to be using the Morphe fluffy brush. Well, it's like a blending brush. And we're going to go in with Solitaire. That one there. Using the shades that I haven't used already, just in case we're not doing the third look tomorrow. And I've not even put any tape on my eyes. Never mind. We'll plod on without it. Now I'm going to get my Sigma pencil brush. So now I'm going to get my Sigma pencil brush, and this one is the E30 if you're wondering. It's the only Sigma one I've got, but it's really, really good, and it's making me wonder about trying more. Right, so the only one I haven't used on the bottom row is Tongue Tied, so we're going to use that now. I think it might not be deep enough. Yeah, you can barely see it. I think I'll have to go in with a little bit of a deeper shade. Let's see if we can build it up. Yeah, you can. Maybe just go for a really subtle look today then. In this palette you're getting two of the sequins, so Tongue Tied you can definitely see all the like glitters in it, and then we've got Big Fig. You can't see it as much, but it's definitely a sequin shade. I just thought I would tell you that because I know not a lot of you guys actually like it, but I can definitely, looking in the mirror, I can definitely see the glitter in this crease shade. I don't mind it. Prefer these to the glitters that they put in. Ignore the dog out there. I think I'm gonna blend it out with R&I. So I used that one yesterday as well, but this is a good shade for me to use all over the lid, and it's good for blending out as well. Yeah, that's better. So like I said in yesterday's video, I put a video up and it's all about 5 creators you should be watching, and a few of you actually said that you've started subscribing to the creators that I recommended, which I'm really, really pleased about. They all deserve recognition. They're all great women, so thank you so much for doing that. If you haven't, go and check out that video, and please, if you're not already, go and subscribe to them because they are absolutely amazing. And they would be so grateful, I know they would. Okay, so I'm going to get my Japanese brush and we're going to try and put that shimmer on with it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think I'll put my glitter glue down because it is a very sheer colour. So we'll put my Too Faced Shadow Insurance glitter glue down. Okay, that's good. Right, so the shade is by Coastal. It's that shimmer there. It's really, really pretty. But I'm wondering how it's going to translate on the eyes because it is really, really light. It's going to be a really light look. yeah, I think I'm only going to do 2 days, 2 looks. I think I'm going to use mauve on top as well in this look. So, get a bit of that on the brush. That one's so much darker. This one is a Super Shock. It's pretty.
What I might do is I might go all over the lid with this, and then in the centre we'll put bicoastal. Oh. Right, so just bear in mind this mauve on top shade is very crumbly.
It's very, very foiled though, it's pretty. So guys, this is the last look. So we're going to have an extra day to play around with something else that I didn't pull in my Shop My Stash. Either that or just don't put makeup on tomorrow. But I've gotten into the habit now of doing videos every day. Even though I don't put them up every day, I've certainly got into the habit of filming every day. And chatting. I sent that video to my sister, 5 creators you should be watching, and she's like, you do not come up for air, do you? You just talk. And I said, well, I've got a lot to say, and that's quite a short video considering what my Shop My Stash is. And she said, well, how long's that? And I said, about an hour. And she went, oh my gosh. And she said, and people watch it, do they? And I said, well, yeah. And she's like, oh my gosh. Just tapping it on now. The mauve on top. See, this looks a lot better than the bicoastal shade would have. The bicoastal shade is just more of an inner corner highlight, I think. Or if you want to do a really subtle look, it's good for that as well. But me and subtle just don't go together. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some of that bicoastal on my ring finger and just put it in the centre, which is muted it a bit. No, I don't like that. I'm going to go over it with the mauve on top. Right, so the bicoastal shade then is just going to be an inner corner highlight. I did try it, guys, but it's just not pigmented enough for me. It's not dark enough. So we're going to go in with bicoastal for the inner corners. Looks nice in the inner corner. Sorry, I'm using this Morphe packing on brush. I want to get some more Morphe brushes. This is a good little set. Might even buy this set again. Okay, so now then what we're going to do is the lash line. And we're going to go in with a deeper shade, which is Tongue Tied. Which looks very, very light. Part of me wants to go in with one of the deeper shades over the top of it. Yeah, I think I will. It's just too light, that, for me. I like it a bit deeper. I'm not going to go in with a deeper shade. I used that yesterday, Marquee, so I'll just go in with Big Fig over the top of it, and that will give it the kind of mauve tone a little bit, because at the moment it's looking very neutral, apart from on the lid. Yeah, that's good. Mascara, I'm just going to use Essence of False Lashes mascara. I'm going to be getting a new one on Thursday, and then we can just put this in empties. I need a brow bone highlight. Now there used to be one in here, which I don't know where it is, so let me go and get a highlighter. Right, I'm going to use this. So this is from New Look, and it's one of those like cream highlighters. I saw Lisa from Banning, Panning and Beyond use her Hourglass one, and it's kind of made me want to try mine and see if I like it. So thanks for that, Lisa. Right, okay. It's just like a champagne gold colour. I packed quite a lot on, and we're using this Real Techniques detailer brush. And I've actually got this cream highlighter on today, but then over the top I went in with my Ofra Moon Dance because this isn't beaming by itself. Right, we need a lipstick now. I think I want to use this Steeler one. So I think I'm going to use this Steeler in the shade Patina. I think that would work well. Yeah, that's nice. And then I'm just going to pat on a little bit more of Mauve on top. That is really, really pigmented for a Super Shock. I think that's the most pigmented one I've got in my collection. All the other ones seem to be really sheer. I think I actually prefer this look to yesterday's look. And I was for sure thinking day one would be my favourite look. So guys, this concludes the video. Let's talk a bit about the Making Mauves palette. Right, okay, so let's have a look. There are some very, very light shades in the palette, but I think they're all warranted. Like this one here, R&I, you can use that all over the eyelid so that the other shades go on more pigmented and that they blend out a lot easier. You can also use it to blend out if you go a little bit ham like I sometimes do. Then we've got two brown shades here. I was just thinking, do we need both of them? Let's swatch them both. They do look very, very similar. One's just a normal matte, and then this one here is a sequin shade. So I don't think you needed both of those. I think what they should have done is put a deeper brown in. And although we have got like these deeper mauve tones here, I feel like instead of this one here, they should have put like a deeper dark brown, like a real chocolate brown in, but maybe then it wouldn't have been a mauve tone palette. So yeah, there is that. And then these two here, so Big Mauves and Big Fig. No, they're way deeper. Right, I'll show you them. Right, so they're completely different. So that's the lightest one, Big Mauves. I hope you can see it. And then we've got Big Fig here. So that's okay in my opinion to have those two shades in because they are quite different. And then obviously this is the darkest one in the palette, so I'm glad that they put that in. And then with these three shimmer shades, I really like these two shimmers here, a la Mode and also Mauve on top. I think they've done a really brilliant job with those two shades. Done a good job with all three shades because you can use Bi-Coastal in the inner corner, but if you're thinking that you could put that all over the lid, yes you could, but it would be a really simple kind of understated look, and I don't really go for them kind of looks unless I'm going for a job interview. But yeah, I mean, I do really like the palette. It's a gorgeous palette. I've been asked if I'll do a comparison with this one and the Lottie London, the Mauves, which I'll do, that's not a problem, and also a comparison with this one and Flutterby. So look out for those videos coming up. I'm going to try and figure out if there are any shades similar and give you an overall comparison. So guys, this concludes the video. I'm only doing 2 days 2 looks, not 3 days 3 looks. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time and support on the channel. It means the absolute world to me. Please like, share and comment, and if you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button. I'm currently working on a giveaway and that will go up in the next few weeks, and I would love for you to be a part of it.